Champions League final week, Galacticos. We couldn't be more excited. So we'll be talking about a lot of things. Hoping that talking about these things will make us win the Champions League, if possible. But this time I'm going to bring you a very special video. This is a combined 11 of the best players that have brought us Champions League. The last 4 Champions Leagues we have in the last 20 years, the ones in color.
In color.
The ones that we remember.
That we could have seen on TV.
Exactly.
The Septima.
The Septima, the 8th, the 9th, and the Decima, of course. So this is a combined 11 of the players that were more relevant in those Champions League, and especially in the finals, that gave us those Champions Leagues after a very long drought of 32 years from the 6th to the 7th that we had to suffer a lot and wait patiently a lot. So we're going to start with this combined 11. See if you think we're crazy or not. In goal.
In goal, of course, the legend, the man, or maybe the man, the legend, Iker Casillas.
Probably, of course, Iker Casillas. Probably he's not the goalkeeper with the most Champions League, but he's definitely up there with the goalkeepers with the most. And especially because of how long the period was since the first to the last one he won, kind of confirming like his very productive, prolific career. So, he was a kid that wasn't supposed to play in that 2002 final, and I was subbed in because Cesar was injured. So, he's very famous how he saved Real Madrid in the last minutes of that final. And then, 12 years after being the goalkeeper, the captain of that team that won the Decima, he didn't have a great performance that day. A mistake by him could have cost us
the game. But,
again, we mostly remember the mistakes, but a lot of good saves also, kept us in the game. So, on goal, Iker Casillas.
In goal, Iker Casillas. Let's talk about the defensive back 4. We'll start on the right side with Michel Salgado.
Michel Salgado!
And not your favorite player.
Not my favorite player, but definitely one of, long career in Real Madrid, very successful. More than 10 years he was there with 2 Champions Leagues. And, it was not my favorite kind of player, but we have to give it to him.
A consistent type of player, a hard-working defender. Steve McManaman said of his teammate that he was a psychopath on the field, in matches and in trainings, just to give you an idea of what a hard-working and tough guy he was. He was not letting anyone get behind him.
So on the right, Michel Salgado. Center backs?
Center backs, we've got Fernando Hierro, a legend of Real Madrid, captain for many years. He was there for the Septima, the
Octava and the Novena. And on his side, Sergio Ramos, the guy that kind of received the baton from Hierro, also a captain. He's been with us for more than 10 years now, a very prolific career, scoring that very important goal in Lisbon that saved us from losing that final to Atleti. So both these guys, symbols of the Madridismo and with very special performances in finals. So they could not be not on the list.
No, they could not be. And on the left, of course, the Brazilian legend, the magician, Roberto Carlos.
Of course, Roberto Carlos, another one of the guys who was in the Septima, the Octava, and the Novena. We'll all remember that cross by Roberto Carlos. I don't know how intentional that was, but it gave way to that beautiful Zidane volley.
The most incredible goal in Champions League history.
Some might say. So that's our back line.
Our back line.
Roberto Carlos, Michel Salgado, Sergio Ramos, and Hierro. I think it's a pretty solid back line.
Solid line, I would. And in the midfield, we're going to go with our holding center midfielder, Fernando Redondo.
Of course, the Argentinian legend, one of those cincos or number 5s that you don't see around anymore. Good on the ball, good off the ball, smart, with hierarchy. Just a great player who was also in 2 Champions Leagues. Can't deny that he was important in that road to that 2000 Champions League, that beautiful back heel play in Old Trafford. I'm sure a lot of Manchester fans will remember that.
I tried to do it, that back heel.
She almost broke her back. So yeah, Fernando Redondo as a holding center midfielder.
And, oh sorry, were you going to say something?
Yeah, no, and?
On the right side, Luka Modric.
I think it's fair to say that Luka Modric has earned a place in this combined 11 with the chance of winning his 2nd Champions League for Real Madrid in 3 years, which would be amazing. And even if he doesn't do that, how important he was for the team in that Decima and, how beautiful he plays. I think I will have him, Luka Modric, in any combined 11 for, Champions League, World Cups, whatever. So Fernando Redondo, Luka Modric, and our 3rd midfielder, I'm sure is a mystery for a lot of you.
A big mystery, who is now our manager, Zinedine Zidane, with the most beautiful goal.
Of course, Zinedine Zidane. You know, Zinedine Zidane is a legend of the Champions League of Real Madrid, and even now, like the fact that he can become, I mean, he won the Champions League with us as a player, as a second coach with Ancelotti, and now just like 2 years after, as a head coach, he has the chance of just becoming probably the biggest legend for us. You know, winning it as a player, as a second manager, and as a manager, and hopefully in the future he'll win it as a president.
As a president, he's
Maybe
got
not.
dreams. This guy
Maybe
has
not.
dreams.
So Zinedine Zidane, and up top the three strikers. We're gonna go on the right with Peja Mijatovic, the Yugoslavian at the time. Now it's from Montenegro. A lot of chaos happening in that area of the world. But definitely, I'm not gonna say that he was a legend of Real Madrid, but
he scored an important goal.
but he scored a very important goal in '97 against Juventus after a 32-year, you know, a
dry spell
for Real Madrid. That you can imagine like how dramatic it is for us to not win that tournament for 32 years. He kind of came in. It was not being a very comfortable game for Real Madrid. Actually, Juventus were kind of the favorites for that game, but you know, he broke the game with that goal. It's a beautiful goal, by the way, if you haven't seen it.
The game-winning goal.
The game-winning goal, 1-0. So, you know, despite the fact that he didn't do great things for Real Madrid outside of that,
Real Madrid for that long, actually.
He deserves to be on this combined 11.
Game-winning goal.
Exactly.
That won us the 7th.
On the left. Of course.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo is a legend of the competition, regardless of what shirt he's wearing. Basically, you know, he's the top scorer in the history of this competition. He's won it with Man United, with us 2 years ago, and hopefully he'll win the second one for us on Saturday. So yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Undeniable.
I feel kind of ridiculous trying to explain why Cristiano Ronaldo has to be in this 11.
Because Cristiano Ronaldo, that's why.
Because Cristiano Ronaldo, and that's why. And our 11th player, you know, the one that completes the circle, would be, of course, Raúl González Blanco, the Angel of Madrid, the legend, who was in also 3 Champions Leagues, scoring goals in finals, not in the '97, but yes, in the 2001 against Valencia, and in the 2002, which we all remember for that volley by Zidane. But the first goal in that game was scored by Raúl.
Don't forget about him.
He could not be in this combined 11.
Combined 11.
So Galacticos, this was our 11. Probably you'll disagree in some positions.
Maybe people will think Di Maria, who was also very important in the Decima, or Gareth Bale, who was also important in the Decima, other players.
No, maybe Di Stefano, but yeah, we made it clear that we're talking about the ones that we won in color. So Di Stefano doesn't count. But yeah, you know, that was our 11. To sum it up, would be Iker Casillas, Hierro and Sergio Ramos, Michel Salgado and Roberto Carlos, Redondo, Modric, Zidane, Mijatovic, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Raúl González. We want to know if you agree, if we forgot about any of the players. What do you think?
And hit like and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. And that's it. We'll see you guys in Milan.
See you guys in Milan.